In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about finding the domain, which are all the x numbers under the radical sign. So if I give you an equation like this, y equals radical 2x plus 6, and I want to know, what does that x have to be? Well, remember, when you have something under the radical sign, it cannot equal a negative number. You can't have a negative number under this, okay? So the x right now could not be a negative number. If I have a negative 7 right now for x, 2 times negative 7 plus 6, that would end up being a negative, that'd be negative 14 plus 6. It would end up being negative 8 under the radical. That you can't have. It has to be a positive number. As a matter of fact, what it has to be greater than 0. Because if it's less than 0, what kind of numbers are less than 0? Negatives. So watch this. 2x plus 6 has to be greater than or equal to 0. All right, well, let's solve this real quick. All right, minus 6 on both sides. 2x has to be greater than or equal to negative 6. Divide by 2 on both sides. X has to be greater than or equal to negative 3. All right, now let's try something. Let's go 2 times negative 3 plus 6. Well, doesn't that equal negative 6 plus 6? Well, doesn't that equal 0? Yes. Can you have the square root of 0? Yes, you can. But this answer, the domain numbers, in other words, all the x numbers have to be greater than or equal to negative 3. By the way, could they be negative 2? Because remember, negative 2 is greater than negative 3. Well, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 6. 6 take away 4 is 2. Yeah, you could have radical 2. But you can't have radical negative something. Okay? Let me give you another one real quick. How about if I say y equals radical 5x minus 1? Well, all I have to do is say 5x minus 1 has to be greater than or equal to 0. All right, to solve this, I add 1 on both sides. 5x has to be greater than or equal to 1. Then I divide by 5. And x has to be greater than or equal to 1/5. So the domain numbers, we write it like this. X has to be greater than or equal to 1/5.